What's up, everybody? This is episode 4 of Jacob on Chain X, and today we're gonna take a look at why people think XRP is going to $100. Heck, some people even think it's going to $1,000. And if it's going to $1,000, why wouldn't it be possible for XRP to hit $10,000? So today we're gonna take a look why people think it's going to such an astronomical value. All right. First of all, the 1 minute volume on XRP is looking kind of shitty, not gonna lie. We're not considering or focusing on the prices today. Today we're gonna take a look at all of the world's money and markets in one visualization. So we have to imagine, we have to visualize, okay, the future, how it's gonna look, how it's gonna be, why it's gonna be like it's gonna be, okay? Published 5 years ago, so keep in mind the numbers have changed dramatically. So this one square represents $100 billion, and now we have to get serious, right? The one square is $100 billion. Silver 5 years ago was $43 billion market cap, okay? 5 years ago, cryptocurrency was at $244 billion. Right? The military spending, when we pay our taxes or have money in our bank account, then it's never mind, another topic. US budget deficit, coins and banknotes, Fed's balance sheets, billionaires, gold and jewelry, like this is all gonna be on the blockchain. Okay, the Fortune 500, stocks and bonds and everything. And we have to take a look at a guy named Larry Fink.
ETFs or anything like that now that the animal spirits seem to be very much alive?
I think the Sorkin coin should.
Sorkin coin. We got to do a squat coin. We've talked, Meg and I, we talked about a squat
They're joking about Fort coin, meme coins, and S coins.
coin.
Yeah.
I don't
And
know.
suddenly
Are you
it goes
fascinated by this, by
serious.
the way? Just the whole
No.
phenomenon?
No, I'm not.
You're not?
As a huge believer of crypto and blockchain and tokenization, I want the SEC to rapidly approve the tokenization of bonds and stocks. That will simplify things, make things easier. Some of the tax on BlackRock would.
So he's basically talking about tokenizing a $90 trillion market. All right. And this is not even the juicy part. Okay. So what could happen and how will it happen?
Some people speculate that this could tie in to Larry Fink's vision of the investment world of handle about 30 transactions a second, or Bitcoin, which handles about 7. XRPL also has a built-in decentralized exchange which allows users to trade assets directly on the ledger. Now, some people speculate that this could tie in to Larry Fink's vision of the investment world of the future.
I want the SEC to rapidly approve the tokenization of bonds and stocks. That will simplify things, make things easier, and it would save more money for more people. It would bring down the cost of ownership of stock.
Okay. So what does a decentralized deck mean?
For example, if one person creates an NFT for a piece of artwork,
And keep in mind that this market, tokenization market, is about NFTs. NFTs ain't a monkey on a picture, all right, that Justin Bieber bought for $2.5 million. That's an NFT, but there's a different kind of NFT, all right?
they would price that NFT in a specific currency. But a buyer might want to purchase it with a different currency, or even with another kind of value, like gold. The XRP ledger will automatically look on the decentralized exchange and find the best way to make that exchange for the buyer and seller through the DEX.
Solana, Ethereum, and other cryptos has a DEX, but not built into the ledger. XRP and XLM have a DEX in its ledger, all right? So the
Right.
conclusion.
Because there's no central party, everybody is treated fairly in terms of buying and selling. Everybody gets the same rate. Everybody has the same opportunity. And of course, when using the DEX, you get the built-in benefit of the XRP ledger.
Yeah, and that's why people are talking about the level playing field. playing field. Like everybody has to have the same opportunity, chances. Like everybody.
And I believe that we will all eventually, and probably very much sooner than a lot of people understand or think, we will be all at a level playing field.
And the liquidity in digital assets could be applied to actually make that much more democratized and level playing field.
Do the new regulations favor traditional banks, maybe in the same way?
No, this is intended to be a level playing field, whether you're MoneyGram or you're a bank or you're an online or you're PayPal. This is intended to be a level playing field.
But the Secretary is right that at the core, the fundamental financial regulations around KYC or Know Your Customer or AML, anti-money laundering, there has to be a level playing field both for new entrants as well as legacy entrants.
It's kind of interesting about PayPal, right? Because Elon Musk has always
much more
said,
efficient, homogeneous, real-time data system. Money is just information. So, but that's not like the only reason. It's just a thing that would be poetic to fulfill ultimately the vision that I had for X over 23 years ago.
so this is called the Internet of Value, all right? Money is just information. Why can't you send money as simply as you send an email or a message, all right? So Elon Musk started PayPal. First, it was called X, then he sold the company, and they renamed the company to PayPal. But originally it was called X, all right? And just saying, all right, Elon Musk have tweeted a lot of like crypto stuff, Dogecoin, Bitcoin, etc., etc., etc. But when he gets asked about XRP, this is his explanation. This is his answer.
So, under this administration, do you envision the XRP ledger being incorporated into the financial institutions in the future?
Well, I certainly cannot speak to any specific crypto, but you know, I do think that the sort of cryptocurrency is an interesting and probably valuable bulwark.
Yeah, okay. But what do you say here,
People behind
Elon?
X.com, which became PayPal, and so I also I'm aware of I know how to make a way better PayPal.
He wants to do a better PayPal.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, with a lot of other people, but there's a product plan I wrote, which I wish I'd kept a copy of in July of 2000, where I thought it would be possible to make the most valuable financial institution in the world. And we're going to execute that plan from 22 years ago, which amazingly no one has done. And so I think that's part of why I think Twitter will be ultimately extremely valuable, because I'm going to execute the X.com game plan from 22 years ago.
Yeah, so basically he's saying, oh, I failed on my mission with X, now known as PayPal. I failed on that mission and we're gonna redo it. And this, by the way, XRP theory, shitty, and it was planned decades ago, all right? And no, everybody's sleeping on this. I don't understand. Anyways, so we're gonna take a look at the...
Americans are unaware that behind the scenes, the technical backbone of the financial system is decades out of date, many, many years out of date.
Yeah, okay. Many years out of date. Back to this chart, all right? So everything is gonna be on the blockchain eventually, all right? And the stock market, 90 trillion money supply, 95 trillion global debt. By the way, we haven't looked at the debt today. It only increased with $4 billion today. Good job, everybody. We're doing a tremendous job on the global debt. Yeah. Anyways, global debt, $253 trillion. This was 5 years ago, just saying, all right? Real estate, like your house, like it's gonna get tokenized. It's gonna be a whole new financial system. And some countries are already doing this. Let's take a look at this $280 trillion market. Dubai, for example, Dubai, where do we have level playing field? Dubai. So Dubai is already tokenizing Dubai real estate. They are tokenizing their chitties.
Hey everyone, welcome back to XRP updates on FinTech.
This is how it works, all right? And this happened like half a year ago, and they got approved by the Central Bank of Dubai, and it's already happening, all right? But the world needs to regulate crypto more before it goes global.
Works. A real estate.
And that's also why we have the government shut down. And okay, that's a different topic, anyways.
State company mints digital tokens on the assets. Here's how it works. A real estate company mints digital tokens on the XRP ledger. Let's call them house tokens. Each token represents a tiny fraction of a property. For example, a $1 million property might be split into 1 million tokens, so each token is worth $1. You can buy as little as 10 tokens for $10, and boom, you're a real estate investor. The XRP ledger also uses something
AMMs, automated market makers. Anyways, conclusion on this is...
Imagine a world where you can invest in properties in Dubai, New York, or Tokyo with just a few clicks all on the blockchain. Dubai is also setting an example for other cities to follow, showing how blockchain can make markets more accessible and efficient. Dubai is positioning itself as the crypto capital of the world, and XRP is along for the ride.
Yeah, so this $280 trillion market is gonna get tokenized eventually more and more until, as the Ripple community say, we get all the money. Anyway, this isn't even the juicy part, okay? The global wealth is 360 trillion. And then we come down to derivatives, okay? I don't know, like $1 quadrillion value on this. And everything is gonna get tokenized on the blockchain. Every square is $100 billion representation here, okay? It's all gonna get on the blockchain. So imagine if you just take 10%, okay? What's the price gonna be on XRP? What's the price gonna be when they execute this plan they had been working on for decades? Just imagine what the price is gonna be when they tokenize their global debt and just erase it and start all over again. Money is gonna flow like never before, because money is just information. And you know what information is? It's the greatest asset we have. Information. Always do your due diligence. Never invest in something you don't believe in. And Bitcoin is the best thing until you get your electricity bill. All right? Let's go. See you in the next episode. Ciao.